So, as most of you all know, Starfield is the biggest game right now in the world. It showed well at the Microsoft Bethesda showcase, and also we are seeing that all over Twitter, all over the internet, persons are amazed by this game. They are amazed by the size, they are amazed by how it looks, and everyone is saying basically, shut up and take their money. But of course, we know that the Sony fans are going to see how best they can make any kind of negative narrative stick on this game. One of the negative narratives they are using is that this game is going to be played at 30 frames per second. Let's see how God of War, yes, you heard me correct, a Sony developer, came to the aid of Starfield, letting these ponies know to shut up and go and sit down and cry salty tears. This is Island Gaming with G, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's look and see how you have gone so far that even a Sony developer have to come and say that these ponies are sick.
You have come to understand that the very behavior you are engaging in, it is a sickness.
Let's get it. Microsoft's showcase really did a lot for them. We are seeing that Microsoft is breaking records on GameStop. They are breaking records in France just by what they showed in their showcase. But we know that the ponies are going to pony. Look and hear a DreamcastGuy describe how he felt about Starfield.
Watching the Xbox showcase and the Starfield Direct, and while I thought they were good, I wasn't exactly wowed. Specifically, something about Starfield didn't grab me as much as I had hoped.
So who is DreamcastGuy fooling? He is saying that he was hoping that Starfield grabbed him. And we all know that nothing that Xbox produces would grab DreamcastGuy. So stop capping DreamcastGuy, you're a liar. So he went on to continue on his tirade about again trying to make the narrative stick and trying to, put as much bad news on Xbox after Xbox is trending upward. Now, he tweeted out this. LOL, people mad that I said Starfield should be 60 FPS on a $500 console. Keep defending unfinished games, bros. So yes, this is what he tweeted out. So this is what most of the ponies are saying right now on Twitter, that how could Starfield be 30 FPS on a $500 console, the most powerful console in the world? It is not about the console, but it is about the vision that Bethesda had. Listen to Todd Howard as he tells us why he chose to cap it at 30 frames per second.
What are we looking at on, if I'm going to play this on a Series X, or even if you want to mention Series S as well, like what's the experience going to be, technically speaking?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I think it'll come as no surprise, given our previous games. What we go for are always these huge open worlds, fully dynamic, hyper detail where anything can happen. And we do want to do that. It's 4K in the X, it's 1440 on the S. We do lock it at 30. Because we want that fidelity, we want all that stuff. We don't want to sacrifice any of it. Fortunately, in this one, we've got it running great. It's often running way above that. Sometimes it's 60. But on the consoles, we do lock it because we prefer the consistency.
Yeah.
Right? You're not even thinking about it. And we don't ever want to sacrifice that experience that makes our games, really, really special. So, it feels great. We're really happy with how it feels, even.
So there you have it. Todd Howard gave his reason as to why he capped Starfield at 30 frames per second. He said it should come to no surprise that, this game is capped at 30 given how large their games are, given how anything can happen at any time. They don't want a fidelity hit. So any Bethesda, especially any Todd Howard game, it should be no surprise. Almost all their games, if not all, launched at 30 frames per second. So both DreamcastGuys and other ponies are saying that's not good enough. It should be at 60 FPS. Well, notice what a God of War developer said as the reason why this game is 30 FPS. So God of War developer Danny Colon, he responded to DreamcastGuy saying, Game Dev here, big fan by the way, wanted to clarify it's not a sign of an unfinished game, it's a choice. 6 FPS on this scale would be a large hit on visual fidelity. My guess is they want to go for a seamless look and less popping. And of course, you're right to dislike the choice. How embarrassing it is for a Sony developer, out of all the developers, to come and say that DreamcastGuy and all these ponies are wrong to think that. Let's listen to how DreamcastGuy responded in shame to this developer. He responded in shame. A lot of very nice game developers have explained to me why Starfield is 30 FPS, and I take back my oh my god, this game is unfinished take. I still wish the game was 60 FPS on consoles, but now I understand why it isn't. At least not yet. What a disgrace to be owned by a developer like that. Do you have no shame, DreamcastGuy? So there you have it. God of War developer is basically telling the DreamcastGuy and all these ponies who are trying to spin this narrative that shut up, you guys knows nothing about why this game is locked at 30. You guys go and play Cat Island and leave this S tier game alone for Xbox players. So this was a masterful assist here by who would have guessed, a Sony developer basically shutting up all ponies who are saying that this game should be running at 60 FPS. This game is one of the largest games ever made, so one could expect that this game is going to run at 30 frames per second. Now, let me hear what you think. Is this God of War Sony developer wrong? Is he being paid off by Microsoft? Let me know in the comment sections below. Like and subscribe for more videos later.